Hello traders, good evening all. Hope you all had a good trading day as well as you protect your capital. So risk disclaimer, all information provided on this video is for educational purpose only and does not intend to provide any financial advice. Any statements regarding profits expressed or implied does not represent a guarantee. And this video is not about any copy trade service. So Nifty opened a gap, broke previous day's value area, tested the POC as well as previous day's value area low. The weakness came from here. So Bank Nifty cleared this VPOC 22,300 mark, which it lifted the other day. It cleared and it traveled to this breakout zone, and it was very close to this VPOC of 17th July, which is around 21,675. So this weakness had pulled Nifty towards this, but Reliance held and not, along with IT stocks and metal index held Nifty, and Nifty never broke the morning low. So the tip I want to give here is, in market profile terms, the first 1 hour is called IB, initial balance. So this A period and this B period, I will just zoom out. Yeah, this A period and this B period is first 1 hour, 9:15 to 10:15. This is the range. If you see, the IBR initial balance range is nearly about 155 points, whereas it is all about 54, 55, except this, the spike. Rest every IB range was nearly about 55 or 38. I mean, somewhere closer to that. But here it was 3 times of the normal IB. Whenever this happens, most of the time it is going to stay sideways only within this range. That is why I tweeted 70% probability is it is not going to have any big crackdown. So that it's been played here. So market profile helps this way. When I know this is not going to fall any further, why should I short? Why should I chase here? First of all, I know this day is over here. I don't have much opportunity as a conservative player. As the market had given this clue, why should I wait for the market? I mean, like, why should I wait I should pack my day and look over the other job. So this is what I was mentioning. Market profile gives you this edge. This is just one thing. There are a lot of things to look for in market profile. It's all very simple. It's all very simple. So you need to check in that angle. So what is likely going forward? I mean, like tomorrow. So in case if Nifty open a gap down and breaks 11,060 comfortably, and even if it tests 11,050, that is more like a weakness to me. On pullback, I will be shorting, looking for 11,020 and 11,000 mark. In case if it opens flat I'll be watching this zone. I mean, like again 11,060. If this rejects and if price goes inside 11k on pullback, I will be buying, looking for 11,115 and even 11,150. So I'll be watching how this 11,060 to 11,080 holds. On higher side, strong bullishness. I keep on saying for last 3 videos or 4 videos, 11,000 1240 need to be breached. Again today it rejected this zone. So until unless we get a clear break of 11,240 and price testing 11,250, I won't attempt any long in this zone. So if this happens on pullback, I will be buying, looking for 11,280 and 11,305. Bank Nifty, from here I'm saying it is purely showing weakness, and today we comfortably closed below 20,300. So any gap up, if it breaks 21,900, we are going to test 21,700. Even if it is a gap down, it will test 21,700. What price going to do here? Whether any responsive bulls react here. If they react, I want to see the strength, how they are taking this 21,900 mark. If this level holds, if 21,700 holds and price breaks this 21,900 on pullback, I will be buying, looking for 22,100 and 22,200. So one short idea on one long idea I'm having here, especially on Bank Nifty. This is the zone, I mean, like where this breakout had happened, but we comfortably closed below this breakout zone. This zone, so we are holding the zone. We need to watch how price reacts here. Just at the neck to neck we closed it here, but anyway, this shows we might test this 21,700 either by tomorrow or the other day. Okay, so on OI front, 11,200 highest open interest, change in open interest. Still the levels are the same. On highest open interest change, 11,000 on lower side and 11,500 on higher side. So we are somewhere here. We need to watch how this zone gets reacted. If we get any support around this zone, then a move to median likely to happen. Around 11,200 likely to happen. But this expiry going to be very fun. I mean, like with a lot of volatility, I expect, as I said yesterday. So on stock front, this showed the sign of strength. I mean, like it held very well, but it couldn't breach our level of 1865. Okay, so tomorrow also this comes into my long radar. If 1865 comfortably breaks and holds this level, I will be buying, looking for 1890 and 1905. Okay, these are my targets, HDFC. So that's it. I want to just keep these videos very small because, as I said, when I get time, I mean, like, because I'm traveling for next 1 week, so when I get time, I will do these videos. I want to keep it very small. And a lot of people ask regarding the stop loss hunch. Okay, there is no fixed rule for stop loss hunch, and don't go by stop loss and have a re-entry plan. If you feel like if you feel like it is a stop loss hunt, give your stop loss. uh, give the for that, don't change your stop loss. What people will do is, let's say I'm going short here, I'm keeping a stop loss here. My plan is to go short at 1840, my stop loss is above 1860. What I will do is, when this price up move happens, I will think, or my monkey mind, I won't think, my monkey mind will think, hey, come on, it will hit your stop loss. You will do a self talk, it will hit your stop loss and it will come to your target. So what you will do automatically do is, you will go and remove the stop loss, or you will increase your stop loss. So what price do is, if 1860 hits and comes down for even 5 rupees or 10 rupees, hey CC, if you had put your stop loss, it would have hit and it would have come down. So this you will register in your subconscious. What will happen is, if the spike happens, you will keep on increasing your stop loss because you don't want to give up this trade. You had put a feel, you had put something in your subconscious mind. As I always say, subconscious wins. Okay, so don't ever do that. If you have a plan to keep a stop loss here, be a gentleman, keep a stop loss here. If it hits, if you feel like it will hit, and if you feel like it is a stop loss hunt move, yeah, fine. If it comes down, you can always have a re-entry, because no one trade should make or break you. Keep that in mind. That one trade, if you focus on that one trade, then you are gone. So the need to win, that is what there is a saying. When an archer is shooting for fun, he has all his skill. If he shoots for a brass buckle, he is already nervous because his mind thinks about the price. If he shoots for a price of gold, okay, rather brass, he goes blind, or he sees two targets, his mind will be blabbering, he is out of his mind. Though his skill is not changed, but the price divides his mind. He cares because of the price. He thinks more of winning than of shooting, than of a process. And the need to win drains his power, his process. So keep that example in mind. Need to win, okay, will make you deviate your process. So with that story, I'm just ending this episode here. So catch you all on next episode. As always, respect your risk, protect your capital on any given day. That would make you a best trader and you will learn a lot. Okay. Take care guys. Good night.